Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, California Weather Watch. Today's August 9th, and right now we're looking at the infrared satellite imagery with the air mass overlay. You can kind of see that tropical, subtropical moisture trying to make its way up into Southern California, Arizona, Southern Nevada, eventually across some of the Sierra Nevada here and up through Nevada and Utah here as we go through the next few days. We have thunderstorm potential, some precipitation, even for some of the lower elevations. Los Angeles Metro, San Diego Metro cannot be ruled out here. We'll take a look at those details here coming up in a moment. And right now I want to check the Doppler radar here. Check out some of these showers popping up just offshore. You can see Los Angeles, San Diego here. Take a look here. You might get some raindrops out there. So, here it comes. We've been talking about this for a few days now, and the moisture finally starting to arrive. Now let's go ahead and just dive right in here and check out the visible. You can see the marine layer is pretty well established along the coastline here. You can clearly see that subtropical moisture starting to move up and across the region here. And again, across some of the higher terrain here, you can't rule out a thunderstorm. For the most part, you could even get a clap of thunder across some of the Los Angeles Metro or San Diego as well. Some of this monsoon moisture is in place here across some of the northern Arizona, especially the higher terrain as well. So you're going to get some activity today. And eventually this will move up across the area, including the Sierra Nevada here over the next few days. We'll take a look at those details as well. If we zoom in on the GOES 18 satellite imagery, you can really see just how amazing the satellite imagery is. You can see just some extreme detail. You can see Lake Tulare out there. You can see the snow across the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada here. I mean, you can see some really great detail here. So if you want to go out and check out, if you're headed to the coast, you want to see if that area is breaking out of the sun or not, or you can see the marine layer bobbing and weaving around here. Just a great tool here, the GOES 18 satellite imagery. This is 10% off this home weather station here. Click on that link down below if you want to save on this station. I highly recommend it. Nice smartphone app, stores all the data for you in the cloud. It's all solar powered, wireless. It's got a lightning detection system, ultrasonic anemometer, and the haptic rain gauge can tell you the instant it starts raining. It can send you a notification. It can tell you how long it rained for the day. Just great information on this station. Highly recommend it. Now back to the weather here. San Diego, California. Check it out. Rain chances today. It's not great, but it's something. It's going to be kind of hit and miss too. So not everybody's going to see rainfall here, but places like Big Bear Lake, a little bit better chance up there also for today. And for tomorrow, that threat exists as well. You can see, Anaheim, Irvine, they're right around 25%. Your Big Bear Lake, a little bit of an uptick there to 35%. On this day in Southern Cal weather history, check it out. Torrential monsoon rains. Yuma and Winter Haven were the hardest hit. Look at this, more than 5 inches of rain, breaking the previous record 24-hour rainfall set back in 1909. And you can see 1,000 homes were damaged and many cars washed away here. And look at this back in 2018 as well. The high sea surface temperatures off the coastline there, reaching an all-time high, almost 80 degrees here. You could definitely feel that if you were out in the ocean. They're pretty interesting stuff here. As always, from the National Weather Service, San Diego. Here we go. Los Angeles National Weather Service talking about that thunderstorm chance here. It is pretty slight, but it is out there. So if you do hear that rumble of thunder or you get some rainfall here, you'll know the reason why. The remnants of this tropical system Eugene moving up over the area. And this updated here Tuesday, August 8th, yesterday, but it still applies today. Here we go with the mountain storms. This is a National Weather Service Hanford. So this is mainly for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday coming up. This moisture pivots across the area here. We're going to have some of this thunderstorm threat here. Some of this lightning could be dangerous there as well. And look at this high temperatures today, nice and seasonable, below average, very comfortable here across the valleys there. So enjoy that. And if you really want to beat the heat, get out towards the coastline here, much cooler, of course. But we are going to be going through a warming trend, which we'll show you here in a moment as well. This is Reno, Nevada here, and you can see they are calling for potential thunderstorms out there. So heads up if you're out there across some of Nevada too, the rest of this week, especially going on into this weekend. And here we go for Utah. Monsoon moisture returns. You can see they are onto this. Some of the canyons out there, look at Bryce Canyon. By the time you get towards Thursday afternoon and Friday, you're going to be dealing with some of this across Zion here as well. So heads up if you're going off on a hike there or whatever, if you're off in the backcountry in the canyons, heads up for this increasing moisture moving across much of Utah. Here we go, Phoenix, Arizona. We do have a thunderstorm chance, looks like each day as we go through the weekend here coming up. And you can see the temperatures are supposed to be above normal. We'll be flirting with 110 during some of these daytimes here. So nice graphic here from the National Weather Service Phoenix. This was issued this morning. And here we go with Tacoma, California there, 114 degrees. It looks like it beat Death Valley there yesterday. And look at Peter Sinks, Utah, 29 degrees. What are you guys doing out there? It's super chilly. This is summertime, right? But now taking a look at this, precipitable water, you can clearly see the slug of moisture from that ex-tropical system moving up over the area as we go on in through tonight. tomorrow morning. It will increase all the way up through Nevada, up into Utah. Yeah, hopefully it'll kick off a few needed precipitation showers out there. Some thunderstorm activity across Southern California. I mean, I'm just going to crossing my fingers that some kind of activity gets going in there. You pick up a few hundreds at the LAX International Airport, for example, would be quite nice. Pretty rare during the summertime. This is looking at that 12-hour precipitation here on the European, and you can clearly see the slug of moisture moving up over the area. Kind of hit and miss nature here. Better chances across the higher terrain. And you see as it swept through there, it's not showing a lot, but it is showing a few hundredths of an inch possible across some of the LA metro here. So cross your fingers anyway. It's kind of a novelty at this point. But again, if you're going across some of the canyons in the Utah and northern Arizona here, that monsoon moisture here up into Nevada, you can get some more measurable precipitation out of this event. And as we scroll on in through Friday afternoon, check out some of the precipitation values across the Sierra Nevada here as well. So heads up if you're heading off into the backcountry there also. And by the time we get towards Saturday, more of a monsoon setup here. Maybe one more day of thunderstorms there across some of the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada and some of central and northern Arizona. Now this is looking at 500 millibar heights. Let's go ahead and let this play out. This was last night's European run. You can see there's kind of this upper level trough just still going to be hanging out, even though we build this ridge up into the Pacific Northwest as we go through this weekend. This thing should keep things from getting too out of hand here. As you can see, this ridge is trying to encompass much of the west coast of North America, but this subtle upper level trough may try to keep things a little bit cooler than they normally would be if we just built this big ridge up the coastline here. Here we go, Los Angeles, National Weather Service here, Los Angeles, California. And you can see the mean is actually showing 0.2 of an inch rain, but the control is not showing measurable precip there for LAX. But there is the chance one of these showers could focus over some of the Los Angeles metro. San Diego, not quite as good a chance there, and it kind of reflected in some of those National Weather Service maps that I showed you a little bit ago. Big Bear City, bigger amounts over the higher terrain. Look at this, a half an inch of rain on the control run here, and these should be starting any time now. As I showed you in the Doppler radar, that shower activity is increasing. And day one, we can't get them to include a lot of California here. It does include Las Vegas today, tomorrow, and day three. And day three did include the Sierra Nevada, but they didn't put much over Southern California, not even for the higher terrain there. So, take it what it is. There is still a thunderstorm threat across some of Southern California. It's just not that high. Taking a look at Bakersfield, California, you can see the seasonable temperatures here, and then we bounce back as we go through this weekend into early next week. Redding, California, again, look, you can see the average high this time of year right around 100 degrees or so, and you're going to be above that here as you go on through Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But before then, we're dealing with some nice seasonable temperatures out there. Enjoy that while it lasts. Los Angeles, seasonable here. And you can see the potential as we go through next week for a warm up here as well. Still some pretty good spread in the ensemble runs here. So I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. We'll watch that over the next few days. Burbank, of course, the further you go inland, the warmer the temperatures get. You can see the average highs right around 90 for this time of year, and some pretty good ensemble spread, some lower confidence here. As always, we look off into the extended forecast. Phoenix, Sky Harbor, you can see some of this moisture across the area here could keep temperatures suppressed. Looks like maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but then we're going to bounce back again pretty strong here as we go on in through midweek. The very warm summer across portions of Arizona does continue. Here we go to Sacramento. That bounce back you can clearly see here as you go through later this weekend on and through early next week. San Francisco, check it out. Look at this little bump in temperatures there, but the proximity of the coastline there won't let them warm up too much. Las Vegas, something similar there is what I've been showing. And here's that 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. This goes through August 18th here. Much of the West Coast will be included. The 8 to 14 day again with the above average signal here across much of the West. Here we go, the 6 to 10 day precipitation, slightly below average here, kind of still a little bit of a suppressed monsoon signal as we go through mid-August. Now looking at so far this August 1st through August 8th, and you can see the south very warm, including the southern half of California, Arizona, and even some of Southern California as well. And some places across California a little bit above average here, but pretty typical summertime stuff here across the state. Nevada, Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming have been below here in some of the Northeast as well. And this is all the way through this year, January 1st through August 8th. The big yin and yang between the East and West continues. Some places trying to get back towards normal here across some of the Southern California here and some of the Pacific Northwest slightly above average as well. But anyway, yeah, here comes this surge. Watch your Doppler radar across Southern California. Watch out for that thunderstorm activity. Watch those clouds roll in. It's something to watch here. It's not always the most exciting weather here across California here during during the summertime months, but this could be an exception. And across the higher terrain as well, Sierra Nevada, Las Vegas, you could get a thunderstorm as well. And then off into the canyons, watch over the next few days. If you guys are out and about hiking in the backcountry, watch out for that thunderstorm activity. But anyway, yeah, we'll continue to watch this over the next few days. We'll run the Doppler radar again tomorrow and try to see what came and what went and how it goes. So anyway, I hope you guys are liking these videos. If you turn your notifications on, it helps the channel algorithm as well. So click like and subscribe, leave some comments below. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.